Alright, hello, welcome to another Top 10. Today I'm counting down the top 10 Spyro the Dragon levels. This includes levels from Spyro 1, Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. Technically I could have included Enter the Dragonfly or Hero's Tale, but let's be honest, none of those levels would make it in this top 10. Also, some other guidelines. Flight levels and speedways were considered, but they all suck, so none of them made it in the top 10. Boss levels from Spyro 1 are also considered. Boss levels from Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 are not, because they are only boss fights. Spyro 1 are included because there's a whole level leading up to a boss fight that is considered. I hope you enjoy this top 10. Feel free to comment below what your favourite levels are. Of course, you'll probably disagree with me on some, but everyone has their own opinion and everyone's opinion is valid. So, let's kick off the top 10.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
In at number 10 is Skelos Badlands from Spyro 2. Gateway to Glimmer / Ripto's Rage, of course, was named differently in different regions. I grew up with Gateway to Glimmer, so that is how I'm going to reference these levels. I absolutely love this level due to its theming, the lava, the kind of Jurassic theming, cavemen theming. Got some really cool enemies as well, I think they're bats and these flame head guys. It's really cool. You also get the ability to walk on lava in this level, which I always found really cool. Always love that aspect. A downside is there is a challenge for an orb, which is really frustrating. No matter how many times I tried it, I failed it endlessly and endlessly. But then I guess that's why it's in the top 10, but only at 10th. Rather than at number 1. So, what will be at number 9?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
In at number 9 is Icy Peak from Spyro Year of the Dragon. Always have a soft spot for ice and snow themed levels, because snow and ice just always looks beautiful. This level has some weird enemies, some like suicidal bats that jump on TNT and fly at you. I have no idea why. I guess a downside is the ice dancing challenge, but I never found that one too frustrating. I know a lot of people did have some problems. Also very satisfying to shoot one of those birds out the sky. I do love the supercharge in this level though, and chasing those thieves around that supercharge area is always really fun. Just put a supercharge in a level and I love it. Right, I think I've had enough time hanging out in Icy Peak. My balls are about to freeze off. So, what's at number 8?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
So, in at number 8 is Idle Springs from Spyro 2. Of course, within the Summer Forest area. Always had a little soft spot for this level. I like the idea that you have that little underwater lake at the start. You get these idols that chase you with sausages and marshmallows. Yum yum. I wouldn't mind being chased by a sausage. Ooh. I've never minded the orb challenges either for this level. You know, the first challenge could have been frustrating when I was younger, the little puzzle. Getting the fish into the idol is a bit tedious. And the last challenge, I still don't even understand it. The supercharge challenge, pretty simple and straightforward, never bored me at all. Just overall a very relaxing, nice first world level. Can't complain. Always love coming back to this one. That idol is pretty greedy of those fish though, I tell you that. You got to be careful though, if you put a red fish in his mouth, he will throw them up. But anyway, enough of this nonsense. What's at number 7?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
So, the first level from Spyro 1, and it is treetops. This could be very controversial, so before you get your pitchforks out, let me explain myself. Yes, this level does have one of the hardest dragons to get in the game. However, the absolute fun I have with Supercharge in this level excels that of any other Supercharge in Spyro 1. Linking them together is so satisfying, and when you do collect that dragon, he is probably one of my favourite dragons in the game.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
And as there are no orb or egg challenges in Spyro 1, the challenge you get from this level is the Supercharge and collecting the dragons. But while I'm up here in the treetops, what is down there at number 6?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
In at number 6 is Desert Ruins from Spyro 3 within Midnight Mountain. Always love the enemies in this area. Although I don't really like scorpions in real life, scorpions in video games look cool, as long as they don't bite me on the bum. No idea what those metal robot guys are. I always call them vacuum cleaners. I don't know why. They have something big and they suck. What? Stupid vacuum robots. I always enjoyed Sheila's little challenge in this level, the 2D side-scrolling section. Brings me back good memories, and kind of reference to Crash in a way, because Crash had those 2D side-scroller sections. There's also lots of green ooze in it. It looks really cool actually. I really love the little colours, the yellows, the greens, the browns. They all merge very well. It makes it look very beautiful. There is also a Tomb Raider reference in this level as well. Did you spot it? So, that was number 6. We're at halfway now. Ooh. So, that was number 6. As we enter the halfway mark, what's at number 5?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
In at number 5 is Sheila's Alp from Spyro Year of the Dragon. Now then, this is a level in which you don't play as Spyro, and yet it's really high in the list. I love Sheila's controls. She's my favourite out of the characters which are introduced in Year of the Dragon. Bentley's too slow. Sergeant Bird is just terrible to control. He's flying, it's horrible. Agent 9 isn't too bad, although his controls do need a bit of tweaking. I love the simplicity of this level. There's no egg challenges you have to do. It's just collect the gems, collect the eggs from the billy goats, and then kick them in the crotch. So, that was number 5 in my list. What is at number 4? And will it keep on being very controversial? I'm sorry.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders, and that's why it's at number 4 in my list. I do love to roast vultures first thing in the morning. This level has one of my favourite dragons in the game as well.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
The theming of this level is really good as well. There's the purple ooze. There's lots of gliding, lots of enemies. It's always just really fun and rewarding. There's lots of good glides, and it's kind of the level where you learn to glide the most. There's one really long glide to get that chest on that little island. That seems to be in the middle of nowhere and you think, I can't make this. Then you make it. It's like, oh, I only just did that. So, that was number 4 in the list. We're in the top 3 now. What will be at number 3?
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Into the top 3 then, and we have Zephyr. I think that's how it's pronounced. It does have a kind of odd title, Zephyr. Odd title, great level. Love the idea of there's like kind of a war between the slugs and the birds, and it's just really action-packed all the way. Has 2 really good challenges as well. Nothing more satisfying than flaming a cowlick up the bum, or even giving it a good charge up the bum as well. The Romeo and Juliet challenge isn't my favourite, but you know, it's not that bad. It's nice and relaxing. There's no trolleys here. I wonder if Trouble with the Trolley's going to be in this top 10. Probably not. Spoiler alert, it didn't make it. As a child, I kind of really liked war films, and I guess that's why I quite liked this level, because it's very much war based. That was number 3 in the list. 2 more to go. What's at number 2? Hope it's not a big poo.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
In at number 2 is Dark Passage from Spyro 1. This is my favourite level from Spyro 1. So, spoiler alert, there's not going to be a Spyro 1 level at number 1. Oh no, keep guessing what the number 1 will be. I love the little gimmick where you can flame the jesters and they turn the enemies smaller, and when there's darkness they're bigger. Those enemies, when they're big, are bloody scary. I remember getting actually a bit frightened as a child, even as an adult. I know. I do feel bad killing the little doggies though, but you know, they do try to bite your bum. Like all levels in Spyro 1, very simplistic, which is what I enjoy. I would say also, the music from Spyro 1 is my favourite Spyro music. And again, this track, very good. So, that was my number 2 level. Before the number 1, I've got some honourable and some dishonourable mentions.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
All the dishonourable mentions are every flight and speedway level in the game. They can all suck a goat because they suck.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
So, in at number 1 is Cloud Temples. That might surprise a few. I might have even surprised myself. But when I came up with this list, I thought, yeah, this is the best level. I love the challenge with Agent Zero. The main problem with Spyro 2 is coming back to it now, some of the orb challenges just annoy me, and the ones in this level just don't. They're really nice, really fun, and I love the humour with Agent Zero. He's probably one of my favourite secondary or even tertiary characters in the game. Overall, the layout of the level is very nice, very simple, very easy to navigate. There's no ice, there's no lava, there's just lots of gliding and lots of grass. Lovely, lots of grass. And there's even a challenge where there's some flaming testicles. No idea why. But it's pretty fun. You have to ring all the bells and there's very relaxing time. Always enjoy this level, which is why it's my number 1. So, that was my top 10 Spyro levels. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to let me know what your favourites are in the comments. And don't forget, if a Nork moons you, charge him up the bottom. Naughty man. Take care and goodbye.